All right. I have a copy of a criminal indictment. So I was sent this form by a good friend. This is in English. So I thought we'd just take a quick look at a copy of what Johnny Somali's indictment probably looks like. So this is the form that the prosecutors probably filed today. Now, there's also a Korean version, but I'm showing the English version because obviously if you're a Weigugan, aka a foreigner, they're going to give you the Weigugan version, right? They're going to give you the Weiguk version. They're not going to give you the Hanguk version, okay? You're going to get the English version. Now, the official language is on the Korean version, but they just provide it as a thing for foreigners, right? So here's what it looks like. The Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office. Now, technically, this Johnny Somali's is filed in the Western District. This matters because of what courthouse it'll go down in. Just understand that. So they put the date on it. They put the case number. So this won't be like 2024 Somali. Or sorry, not Somali. Sorry. Ishmael. Or Ramsey-ish or whatever like that, or like Ishmael Ram. Like that's how it'll look. Recipient Seoul, it'll be Western District Court. That'll be the prosecutor's name, the facts of the indictment, and they'll give the facts. The accused, the age, the occupation, the residence, where they're born, USA, and what the charge is. This is one of the same type. So this was actually sent to me by somebody who's seen a indictment for interference with business. So that's Article 314.1 of the Criminal Code. The detention status will be not detained. That'll be the same for Johnny. Attorney will probably be none. I'm not sure whether Johnny has an attorney or not. And I don't believe, by the way, Johnny says that he has, I think Johnny's people says he has an attorney. I'm not sure whether he does or not. And it may be a public defender. And by the way, real quick, because Johnny Somali may think that his public defender is going to sue me. Quick explanation. A public defender does not offensively sue people. A public defender defends you. You have to pay an attorney if you want to go out there and file a criminal complaint. So he's going to go out there. This is a sample. Once again, this is a sample. It's not the same thing, but I'm just showing it to you guys so you know generally what it would look like. And then they'd provide the facts. And obviously these are facts from a different case, right? But they would put the facts down here like, hey, he went into a 7-Eleven, he acted like a fool, blah, blah, blah. They'd put all of that in this part and they'd explain the facts. They'd have attachments, would be reports. It might be a video. It might note that they have video, right? And they would also put this notice on the bottom. For this English translated material is not formally edited. Please be noted that the original meaning is coming from the Korean material. So the Korean material is what is legally effective. This is just a translation for a convenience for us Weigugan. So next, I want to talk about hard labor. Oh, guys, this is good. So I learned something about hard labor in Korea, okay? And this is crazy. This is insane. So yesterday, we talked about the penalties. So let me pull this up real quick. So we talked about, once again, the penalties under stage 5. So under stage 5, you can be punished. And when you go get punished, you can be forced, if you are in prison. So if you get prison time and you have a fine and you can't pay it, you have to be in prison. It can't be a suspended sentence. If you're let out, they won't make you do this, right? But if you're in prison, if you're actually in prison, one of the things that they can do in Korea is forced labor. Now, right now, Korea has 3 options for forced labor. And I'm just going to show a Korean prison here. I'm just, as a background here, just get a little flavoring as we go through here. Not anything in particular. Let's just put that there. So there's 3 options for forced labor, for prison labor in South Korea, right? So the 3 options are working in a factory, making parts, right? So like somebody said Oliver Twist factory. Yeah. Like an Oliver Twist type factory making parts. Number 2 is a chain gang working on the roads. So like fixing and repairing roads, cleaning storm drainage, right? Cleaning the roads, cleaning the sidewalks, right? So that's number 2. So 1 is parts. 2 is cleaning the roads, cleaning the outside areas. But there's a number 3. Are you guys ready for this? So there's a third option. Korea, as you may know, has a birth rate problem, and they do not bring in a lot of immigrants. So they are very short on labor. And there's one sector that has been really behind and needs a lot of labor. So the prison workers have officially been used, especially recently, in this field. And that is farming. Johnny Somali could literally be put to agricultural labor, to forced field labor. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. This is for real. This is 100% legitimate. Johnny Somali could be picking Korean cabbage. You can't make this shit up. I'm dead serious. This is a real reality that could happen. If they hit him with a prison sentence and he has a fine and he doesn't pay the fine, Johnny Somali is off to the cabbage farms, off to the Korean cabbage farms.